In this video and in the next video, we're going to be talking about setting up your holding company. Today, we're going to be talking about 4 things. What is it? Why would you want one? Why people don't do it? And how do you set one up? So what is your holding company? Basically, it's a company that you're going to own that's going to own the assets that you build up throughout your life. So as you create, you buy, you sell companies, properties, or other assets, you need somewhere to hold those. And often you don't want to hold them personally. So you put them inside a holding company that you control. So why would you have it? This is the second part. Well, probably your accountant tells you to pay yourself what you need to live on and leave the rest of the money in the company. The reason you do that is because if you take it out as a salary or dividend, you're going to be paying 30 to 50% tax on that. But if you leave it in your company here in BC, you'll be at an 11% small business tax rate. But eventually, once you've built up this cash, what do you do with it? This is where you would set up the holding company so you can transfer your money out of your operating company, because the operating company doesn't need to be sitting on a bunch of cash. Couple reasons for that. A, liability. You don't want your money in there. If something happens, somebody can go after it. And then B, also, it gives you that modular flexibility. So if you want to sell your company or you want to bring on partners, you're not selling a bunch of cash that nobody wants to buy. So number 3, why don't people set up their holding companies? We work with a lot of business owners, and kind of the big thing is people are intimidated by this, which you really don't have to be. People think it's more expensive than it really is. They think it's more complicated than it really is. They think it's going to take a lot more work than it really is. But really, all you do is you work with a good lawyer. They set this thing up for you. You don't have to actually do any of the work. You just pay the lawyer. How much should it cost? It's not that much. Depending on how complex your situation is or how expensive your lawyer is, it's going to be $1,000 plus. This is not something that we do, but we would introduce you to a great lawyer. We've got a bunch of them all around the city, and we can introduce you to somebody great. Send us a DM or send us a message or an email, and we'll introduce you to. So this is almost the end of today's video. Next time, what we're going to be talking about is 4 more things that you need to know about setting up your holding company. Number 1 is, how does that holding company become the business owner's retirement plan? The second thing is, why do you need to set one of these things up to protect yourself from liability? The third one is how to set it up so that you can sell your company easier. And then the number 4 is, how do you use this to end up owning all of the assets that you're going to collect and build and buy throughout your life? So why am I talking about this, since this is not even something that I offer? Well, we deal with a lot of business owners, and this comes up a lot for them, so I'm imagining that it probably comes up for you. Holding company information is very niche, and it's very difficult to actually find good information about this. So this is something that we deal with a lot, so I'm happy to share. Most of our clients, like I said, they are business owner, and this is something that they're going through, so we have consulted throughout this thing, and we've introduced them to the right lawyer to get this kind of stuff set up for them. So if this is something that interests you and you want an introduction, I'm happy to connect you. Send me a DM or send me an email and I'll set it up. And right now, make sure that you send this to a business owner that you know that could hear this message. Also, you want to like, you want to comment, you want to share, you want to do all of those social media things that help these videos go further.